Welcome back to the Force Archives, where we explore the Star Wars galaxy in ways you've never imagined. Today we're diving into a question that could have changed the fate of the galaxy forever. What if Anakin Skywalker, the Chosen One, and Grand Admiral Thrawn, one of the greatest military minds in the galaxy, had joined forces during the Clone Wars? How would their partnership have reshaped the Republic, the Jedi Order, and even Anakin's fate? Let's begin by imagining how the partnership between these two powerful figures might have come about. As we know, Thrawn was a brilliant tactician from the unknown regions, always analyzing his enemy's strengths, weaknesses, and motivations. Meanwhile, Anakin Skywalker, perhaps the most gifted Jedi of his time, was known for his bravery, his impulsive nature, and his connection to the Force. But what if, instead of walking the path that led him to become Darth Vader, Anakin remained loyal to the Jedi and forged an alliance with Thrawn? Thrawn's ability to analyze and predict his enemy's moves would have been the perfect complement to Anakin's sheer combat prowess. Anakin was already a celebrated general, but imagine him executing Thrawn's perfectly crafted strategies. Thrawn would study the Separatists' battle tactics and exploit their weaknesses, while Anakin, with his lightsaber and command of the Force, would lead the charge on the battlefield. This combination of brains and brawn would have made them virtually unbeatable. Thrawn, with his ability to respect competence, would likely admire Anakin's talents. Anakin, who often clashed with authority figures, might find Thrawn's calm, intellectual approach refreshing. Instead of butting heads, the two would likely form a bond based on mutual respect, a partnership built to win battles and secure peace. With Thrawn's strategies and Anakin's relentless execution, the Clone Wars could have ended much sooner. Thrawn would study the Separatist leadership and devise plans to dismantle them piece by piece. Key figures like Count Dooku and General Grievous would be targeted with surgical precision. Instead of a prolonged, devastating war, the Republic might have been able to deliver decisive victories earlier, sparing countless lives and preventing many of the tragedies we saw unfold. Imagine Thrawn stationed at the heart of the Republic's military strategy, advising the Jedi Council on how to turn the tide of war. His cool-headed analysis would have been invaluable, offering a new perspective that the Council lacked. But here's where things get even more interesting. One of the biggest reasons Anakin eventually fell to the dark side was his emotional instability and fear of loss, something Palpatine exploited. However, if Thrawn had been by Anakin's side, things could have played out differently. Thrawn is nothing if not rational. His entire approach is based on logic and control, qualities Anakin sorely needed during his moments of crisis. Thrawn might have helped Anakin temper his impulsiveness and taught him the importance of thinking before acting. Rather than being driven by his emotions, Anakin could have developed a more measured approach to challenges, guided by Thrawn's influence. This could have delayed or even prevented Anakin's fall to the dark side. And speaking of Anakin's fall, and let's talk about Palpatine. The future Emperor was a master manipulator, using the chaos of the Clone Wars to sow distrust in the Jedi and pull Anakin closer to him. But if Thrawn had been around, he might have seen through Palpatine's schemes. Thrawn's tactical mind would have recognized the political and strategic maneuvering happening behind the scenes. Though he wouldn't confront Palpatine outright, Thrawn could subtly guide Anakin away from Palpatine's influence, cautioning him to be wary of the Chancellor's hidden motives. Anakin, under Thrawn's tutelage, might have had enough insight to resist Palpatine's manipulations. This could have completely altered the course of galactic history. With Thrawn advising the Jedi and the Republic military, the war effort would have been far more efficient. Instead of the chaos and mismanagement that sometimes plagued the Republic's campaigns, Thrawn's strategies would have ensured greater organization and long-term planning. The Republic's forces, combined with Thrawn's tactical genius and Anakin's leadership, would have brought about a more stable and peaceful galaxy. Thrawn's unique insights could have even influenced the Jedi Council itself. His disciplined, analytical mindset might have inspired the Jedi to adopt more strategic thinking in their own missions, blending their spiritual wisdom with a more practical approach to the challenges they faced. Now imagine if all of this had come to pass. The Clone Wars would end quickly, Palpatine's manipulations might be revealed before it's too late, and Anakin might never have become Darth Vader. In this timeline, Thrawn's influence would stabilize Anakin's emotional turmoil, allowing him to fulfill his destiny as the Chosen One in a different way, perhaps even maintaining his family and friendships, particularly with Padme. In this scenario, Palpatine never becomes Emperor. The Republic remains intact and Anakin Skywalker remains a hero of the Jedi Order. And with Thrawn's leadership guiding the galaxy's military efforts, the Republic might have been stronger and more capable of preventing future threats. The galaxy would have had its two greatest assets working together. One, the tactical mind of Grand Admiral Thrawn, and the other, the raw power and heart of the Chosen One, Anakin Skywalker. In the end, if Anakin Skywalker and Thrawn had joined forces as allies of the Jedi and the Republic, the galaxy's future would have been drastically different. Together, they had the potential to not only end the Clone Wars sooner, but also prevent the rise of the Empire and preserve the Jedi Order. Perhaps Thrawn's influence could have given Anakin the guidance he needed to avoid the dark path that eventually led to so much destruction. What do you think? Would Anakin and Thrawn have made the ultimate team? Could this unlikely alliance have saved the galaxy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the Star Wars universe. This is The Force Archives. May the Force be with you, always.